Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Sweet Rice, the short story by Amir Hussain. Today we will discuss very briefly the life sketch of Amir Hussain. This is a very sweet story by another expatriate Pakistani writer, and it is again a story about the divided worlds. Amir Hussain grew up in Karachi, where he attended Lady Jennings School and the convent of Jesus and Mary. He spent most of his summers with his mother's family in India. He studied in Ote, South India for 2 years before moving to London in 1970. Amir Hussain is fluent in 7 languages of the world, including English, Urdu, Hindi, French, Italian, Spanish, and Persian. He read Persian, Urdu, and history at the School of Oriental and African Studies in London, and later taught Urdu for many years at the SOAS Language Center. He has since lectured in the English department at Queen Mary University of London, was director of the MA program in National and International Literatures at the School of Advanced Studies, Institute of English Studies, Senate House from 2005 to 8, and is now a professional writing fellow at the University of Southampton, as well as a professional research associate at the Center for the Study of Pakistan. He has also held writing fellowships at the University of Southampton and at Imperial College London, and served as a judge for many international competitions of English literary writing. Dear students, his first collection of stories, Mirror to the Sun, was published in 1993. Since then, to increasing social acclaim from contemporaries such as Sheena McCoy, William Palmer, Mary Flanagan, Amit Chaudhry, and Tabish Khair, he has published 4 further collections of stories: This Other Salt, 1999, Turquoise, 202, Cactus Town, 203, and Insomnia, 7, as well as the novella Another Gulmohar Tree, 209, and the novel The Cloud Messenger, 11. He has also edited a volume of stories by Pakistani women, Kahani, that was in 2005, which includes his own translations from the Urdu stories of Altaf Fatima, Khadija Hussain, and Hijab Imtiaz Ali. He was made a fellow of the Royal Society of Literature in 2004, probably the first writer of Pakistani origin to be elected as the fellow of Royal Society of Literature. His reviews have appeared in the Literary Review, the Times Literary Supplement, the New Statesman, and are now regularly seen on the book pages of the Independent as well, the world famous literary magazines indeed. He has also written essays on Urdu literature for the Annual of Urdu Studies and Moving Words, and in 2012 he published a selection of stories in Urdu in the Karachi journal Dunia Azad. Amir Hussain was born in Karachi on the 8th of April 1955. He lived there until 1968, then studied for a year and a half in the Blue Mountains in India, and moved to London in 1970. He graduated from London University SOAS with a degree in Urdu, Persian, and history, and later briefly worked as a researcher for films and television before beginning to write full-time in the mid-80s. Dear students, his early stories appeared in Critical Quarterly and Outrage and anthologies including Colors of a New Day, Penguin Publications, God, and Borderlines, before being collected in his first volume, Mirror to the Sun. He has since written three more collections already discussed in the previous section. A volume of selected stories, Dexter Stone, was published in Pakistan by OUP. He is also the editor of Kahani, short stories by Pakistani women. His stories have been widely anthologized due to their uh, global touch. His reviews, articles, and essays have appeared in a number of publications, including all these one listed here. He now reviews fiction regularly for the Independent as a professional writer. Since the early 90s, Amir Hussain has divided his time between writing professionally and teaching. He is currently a lecturer at the Institute of English Studies at the University of London and teaches creative writing in the English department of Southampton University. In 2004, he was made a Fellow of the Royal Society of Literature. He has recently completed a novella, Gulmohar Tree, already mentioned. He lives in Maida Vale, London nowadays. Dear students, as a crisp story writer, Amir Hussain is recognized as a master calligrapher, weaving delicately together the story-shaped ways we embrace loss, memory, and intensities of place. His steady, intricate gaze is global, taking war and wounded politics as background to individual experience in Asia or England. A critic, Ruth Peddle, has just commented on his writings in journal. Thank you very much, dear students, for participating and sharing this very brief life sketch and introductory portion to Amir Hussain. We will discuss the story and a few questions related to the story in our next sessions, inshallah. Till then, it is goodbye and Allah Hafiz from my side. Thank you very much.